It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paycor Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. But tonight, we've got a preseason matchup, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Anders Carlson has this teed up, ready to get started.
And we are underway from Cincinnati.
Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now a three-time 1,000-yard rusher, Joe Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw there taken in by Smith. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
There he goes, right side, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Well, if you're the team that has the ball, you're loving this series. No matter what you're dialing up, in the air, on the ground, you're getting big-time chunks of yardage. And right now, they've got that defense wobbling.
So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 27. Now it's Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. And really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Well, the Bengals are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bengals put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Love and the Packers now with a first and 10, just shy of the 30. A guy coming off a career high in rushing yards last year. Here's Aaron Jones.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Jones. Room here to run. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. After the penalty, it's Jones. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
47 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. Touchdown Bengals. Jamar Chase, 28 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So, decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Love going to give this one to Jones.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Love. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Michael Thomas. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. Rasul Douglas there to get him down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
11.
Now it's Burrow.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense will probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
Here we go.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Brown will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Valentine opting not to return it, and his guys will have it at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up first and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's third and goal. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Third down, here's Brown. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Chase Brown, ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Bengals continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Clifford. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Cheetah with a pick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing on 3rd down, Simeon. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 15.
So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Clifford. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Clifford. This one into the hands of the rookie Luke Musgrave. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
On 1st down, Goodson.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Let's go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Clifford. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Simeon now to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals.
This is taken at the 23. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. A About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On third down, Clifford. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's fourth down. So here now the rookie sixth-rounder, Anders Carlson, for the Packer field goal. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
The Bengals drive about to get going. 1 second, all that remains. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason
Most
matchup
of the starters are likely done. These coaching staffs getting ready to evaluate the youngsters in the second half. And to call the remainder of this preseason opener, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. Valentine opting not to return it, and his guys will have it at the 25. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Dillon taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
And that's a step in the right direction. This had the feeling of one of those turning point kind of drives. If you come up empty there, it could be a long road back. But they persevered and hung around, and they closed the gap here in the third quarter with their first touchdown of the game.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead is down to 28-10. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4. Straight ahead, it's Evans. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. A shotgun snap for Simeon. He finds his man complete. That's Morgan. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Now a first down throw. Simeon flush to his right. Man open. Here is Jones. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Simeon incomplete on first. Here's 2nd and 10 now. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Simeon. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this will remain an 18-point lead. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Simeon's throw into the hands of Sample. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they're...
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Chase Brown, 33 yards. yards. And the Bengals take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Ballantyne now from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Clifford. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals take over, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Out of the gun, a give to Evans. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
From the gun on 3rd, Simeon. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
He may go back to the home and have a little discussion with his passer. You know, maybe you don't have to leave me quite that much. But on that play, bailed him out in a big way, didn't he?
He did indeed. Hey, at least he gets to put it on the highlight reel. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Big Kenny Clark that time, pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Evans running straight ahead. Oh, he shifts past him. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now Simeon. And incomplete on the deep ball.
decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. I got to think at this point, third quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run again with Dillon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at their 48-yard line.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. This is Dillon on the counter. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Clifford. And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late, not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 41. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Credit the defense there to Quay Walker, getting behind the line of scrimmage before they could rip off any sort of a gain. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Goodson. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
He gets that one complete to Wicks. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Clifford. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Tyler Goodson.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
The Packers keeping the offense out there now as they'll go for 2. They're going to try and run. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
They lead big. Quite the kickoff, really, to this exhibition schedule as they start once more with a 1st and 10.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Simeon's throw here taken in by Morgan.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 47 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Get this out wide to Boyd. Down the right sideline. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up four fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And he sidestepped one man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Evans out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for this fourth quarter. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Off the play fake, Clifford. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Credit that to the former Texas Longhorn, Joseph Osai, who got in there. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. And now here is another interception. Daxton Hill puts it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.